Okay, so in this presentation, I want to show you some stuff here because you really need to know and understand the difference between going out and working for your money and the direction where technology is kind of headed. Why use the internet? That's a good question, right? After you get things set up online, you get some websites going, you get your affiliate stuff set up, and you get your channel set up. You get content out there. Once you get that content set up and moving, then at that point forward, it's kind of somewhat automated a little bit, right? It's out there 24/7. It's on. Whenever you look into buying into business, unless it's a hobby that you're running out of your garage, is going to cost a lot of money because you need stuff, right? I mean, you're going to need things to make things happen in order to sell things. That's just how it is, whether it be anything, because you're always going to be limited based upon how much volume you can do. It doesn't matter what it is. If you're a consultant and you're just a single consultant, you can only consult so much, right, and travel so much to so many different places before you're capped on your income. You're not going to make any more. Even if you work 24 hours a day, 7 days a week, that's the maximum. You'd have to duplicate yourself or create additional people within your company doing the same thing that you're doing in order to make more money. That's just how it is, to free up your, I'm not going to say it's freeing up your time, but to make more time. There's a lot of red tape when you get involved with the brick and mortar style businesses that a lot of people don't understand. When I'm going to go start a business, and then they try to grow their business, and then they realize they've got to spend way more money than they were actually anticipating because of all the regulations, because they say, well, you have to do this and you have to do that and you have to do it this way and you have to do it that way in order for you to do this. You're going to need a lot of sweat equity or a lot of cash, probably both. When you first get started, you can do a lot of the work yourself, and then you can burn yourself out straight into the ground and there won't be anything left, okay? Because you'll be working around the clock doing all of the jobs that everyone else is supposed to be doing. The profit margins are thin as hair, and what I'm talking about that is after all expenses, there's not much left over if you're doing a brick and mortar business, okay? So you want to grow the business. What's going to happen is then you got to hire more people, you got to buy more machines, you got to buy more insurance, you got to have a bigger place. It just on and on and on. So the profit margins start getting thinner. So they'll start dwindling down 25% and 20 and 15 and 10. You want to spend your entire life, trying to build something with your hands, and dealing with bankers and stress. You're more than welcome to being creative, okay, and thinking, brainstorming and thinking and reading, which is not, a natural part of most other things, right? When you create business and stuff, it's more along the lines of kind of like going to school or something like that. If you take just something simple like YouTube, not everyone's going to want to do it, but here's the difference. The advantage of using YouTube is the ability to reach a large audience easily, effectively, both cost-wise and time-wise. It's just, problem is most people don't want to do it, but it is an opportunity if you open up your mind, okay? The regular businesses require you to stay in a production cycle. What I mean by doing that is you have to go make your stuff or do your stuff, do your work, get paid, and then you got to do it again to get paid, and then you got to do it again to get paid. You can't just have something to make something and just reap the rewards. You've got to be smart about what it is that you're doing, with anything really, but also when it comes to business and stuff, because if you're not being smart and utilizing your head properly, you're just not going to be able to, you're just going to be stuck in this rut. You're never going to be able to make any momentum. Most startups won't make it, okay? Because everything's based upon the 30-day cycle. Every month the bills are due, period. Does not matter where you live or what you do. I know maybe other countries might be different stuff, but I'm pretty sure everyone's on a central banking kind of scheme, so everyone's 30 days no matter where you are in the world, okay? So that's why 95% of businesses fail, is because the bills are coming in, there's no capital. So what do? They got to borrow more money. Okay? If you have an internet business and you're doing a lot of the work yourself, such as a blog or videos such as this one or whatever, you're putting in basically your sweat equity and time into this, but you're also investing too, because this video is going to be available all the time, forever. So it's something that will be always providing even down the road. Okay. Now, if you're an employee, you get paid, obviously bi-weekly or weekly, and in small amounts. So you're going to get paid if you're, $65,000 a year. You'll take home maybe $1,000 a week or something like that. $4,000 take home a month, somewhere around there, maybe a little more, if you take your taxes out and stuff like that. So after taxes, of course. So it's just not really a good idea to start a regular business, because you're just going to have to constantly be borrowing more debt until you can get those checks rolling in from all of the stuff that you've been doing. Trying to stay debt-free running a real business such as a brick and mortar business is almost impossible, because you'll never be able to grow it. You can't run on just cash. Okay, so are you serious about growing an online business? You have to be serious about this stuff, okay? 90% of both business owners and employees will never figure it out. If you're currently a business owner right now, small or large or medium or whatever, or even maybe just a self-employed person, chances are you're just not going to put the time, energy, and effort into making a video such as this one, or to go to the hosting service, okay, HostGator, and actually create, a website. Everyone wants to be safe and play it safe. They want a guarantee income, a guaranteed lifestyle, a guaranteed retirement, and all this other stuff, right? That's what we really work for, is so that way we have our time and we have our money. Okay? Well, the internet business will provide that for you. Okay? The amount of tools at your fingertips is absolutely amazing. I mean, just incredible. There's so many different things. I mean, it's just exciting to work with this stuff every day, because there's so many cool things out there. There's so many new things to experience and new things to do and try out. So, it's just wonderful. And knowing that, the work that you're putting in is going to give you the time and freedom that you want. And that's the name of the game. 10 years ago, we didn't have the same kind of, drag and drop websites where anyone can access them nowadays, and all these free tools and all this other stuff. There's a lot of people that just don't take advantage of the stuff that's out there. So what I mean by growth is inevitable is that technology always has and always will be the leading and driving factor of everything on this planet. I don't care what it is, in any kind of industry, for any kind of reason. So once a technology is developed, that technology opens up more technologies, and then more technologies, and on and on. I wanted to show you this. This is pretty interesting information. Okay, back in 1784 was mechanized steam and water power. Okay, 1870. Okay, that's when the actual Industrial Revolution was in full swing. Like, not full swing completely, but was just beginning to become in full swing. Mass production and electricity. 69 was when the electronic and IT systems and automation was, such as assembly lines were automated by electronics and stuff. Robots and stuff like that were put in assembly lines, and that kind of thing. And of course we have nowadays, which is going to be, the cyber physical systems and stuff like that, where, we're in the cloud nowadays. Okay, now this is important information to look at. Income will be shifted, and this is big, so pay attention. If we look at this, we've got the internet, we've got social, we've got mobile, we've got cloud, we've got big data analytics, right? 3D printing, okay? 3D printing, when this came out, was a huge deal. Believe it or not, there's actually houses that are built from 3D printing. Now, they're not mainstream yet, but just give it some time. Renewable energy, right? We have that out now, right? Windmills and solar and stuff. The internet, right? The internet's, still rolling strong, okay? Cognitive systems and stuff like that, okay? Things that are, developing on their own, starting to kind of think on their own. Not 100% yet. Nanotechnology, well, we're pretty much at the limits of nanotechnology right now. We can't really get it any smaller. We can't get the integrated circuit or the chips, CPUs, whatever, much smaller anymore. This is pretty much it, So we need the next phase of this here, which is going to open up all these technologies, is going to be quantum computing, which is going to be completely different. Robotics are at its utmost. It's not even funny where robotics are. You need to look up Boston Dynamics and see what they have available. And there's other ones out there too. They're not the only ones. Okay, so this is the problem right here now, and it may not happen right away, right now, but we are in this area right here, right now. Okay, this is where we're at. We're not sure what the future is going to hold here. Okay, if we look at this innovation accelerators here, right, this is the green line. Okay, then we have the blue line, which is the technology foundation, which this is where it started. Okay, so this is all the foundations for everything to be created from this point forward, so to speak. Then we have the new economic paradigm, okay, and that's the shift that will be coming, where you're going to be on one side or the other. And the problem with this is it's just going to be, there's going to be so many, technology is moving so fast right now that it's going to leave so many people behind. There's going to be so many things that are going to be, it's just not even funny. Because the real world and technology world is not going to even be the same. So we've got smart grid, we've got a connected car, we've got smart homes, right? When they build homes, they can load them with everything, you name it, fully automated from your cell phone, the whole bit. Okay, you're going to pay for those. That's another reason why there's going to be a huge gap between the haves and have-nots in this situation, is because why do you think you go down and you buy yourself a new F-150 pickup and it's almost like $50,000 or $60,000 nowadays? Okay, when in 1990 it was nowhere near that kind of money. It's because of all the technology that they put in these vehicles. That's the reason why. Okay, smart cities. Well, next generation education, right? It's coming. It's here. Smart cities. Next generation automation, connected healthcare, artificial narrow intelligence, sharing economy. I'm not sure about the sharing economy thing so much, but some of it's already here, believe it or not. Autonomous vehicles, I need the groceries, you tell your car where to go. There's a system set up where your car drives down and gets your groceries for you. They're already ready at the grocery store. The robots load them into your car. Done. It comes home. You got groceries, right? Or other ways of doing it. Okay. Maker economy, right? So people that are making things, right? That on an individual. We're going to be more on an individual basis like this, because it's just the technology is provided for us to do that. And if you don't get on the bandwagon, then you're going to be left behind. Energy internet, logistics internet, circular economy, health life extension. Yeah. Okay. Artificial general intelligence. Artificial superintelligence. Radical life extension, which means they're going to be manufacturing hearts, legs, bones. They already know how the brain keeps memories and stuff now. It's not fine-tuned, but they figured out now how the brain actually stores, it creates and stores memories. They know how that's created, how that's done now in the brain, those memories. Okay, so it's already been proven that they know how that works. All they got to do is keep researching and going for it and perfecting that, and then they could possibly go into the brain and erase memories and change things, because it's just all electrical. Same thing like a computer. I'm not promoting these guys and stuff like that, or anything like that, their website or anything. But I just think that I want to show you guys this because look at what they're advertising here. Labor is always being replaced, and it has been since Henry Ford days, okay? Always. So the problem is you have, look at this, total labor replacement. That's what they're advertising here, okay? Eliminate your labor. I mean, it's going to happen. These machines are going to drive themselves, and everything. 3D grade control, okay? X-ray vision, you see? So this stuff is not, this stuff is not from some sort of, sci-fi magazine. This is here now, right now, being done, okay? And that's the reason why, I wanted to show you this and stuff like that, is because it's real, and when you have machines out there in the world that are doing real earthwork stuff, heavy stuff, that are being controlled in certain ways, it's coming, it's here, I mean, it's just absolutely amazing. Okay, I wanted to show you this. This is a no-brainer, total labor replacement. Paying an employee to stand in a hole with a shovel, shooting grade, telling you how to dig. You are always guessing and averaging. This is a no-brainer. Labor, total labor replacement. I mean, look at this advertisement, man. I mean, this is bold. This is super bold, and it's no joke. It's no joke. Unfortunately, that's just the way things will be moving. I mean, it's just people, are going to be on a constant, if you're a business owner and you're say you're bringing in $200,000 a month, okay? And gross. Who knows what you're making that, okay? And so someone comes along and says, well, I got something here that's going to cost you $50,000. It might cost you up front to pay for this, but it's going to save you $10,000 a month every month if you buy this. So after 5 months, it pays for itself, and then after that, you're saving 10 grand a month every month. You're going to do it, right? Well, times that by other different things. If you eliminate all and I mean, it really is kind of, the humans are being replaced by machines everywhere across the board, right? That's why you got to set yourself up in such a way to benefit from this and still have a good life. We're all human beings and stuff, and it's sad that this is the way it's going because of the dollar, but unfortunately, it's just the way it is. This is a D11R, okay? It's a mining dozer that is produced by Caterpillar. This guy here, right here, see what he's doing? That is a remote control, okay? He's just standing here remote controlling this dozer, because a lot of the machines nowadays are what's called fly-by-wire, okay? And all they do is, it's electronics over hydraulics is all it is. It's just actuators and switches and wires, and they open and close valves, which open up, close other valves. So that's all that's being done. And the reason why equipment is so darn expensive nowadays is because they're integrating all this technology in them. Just like the other day, I was talking to a cat rep down there at Holt Cat, and some of the new, they're actually not out yet, but they have a D6 dozer that's close to $1 million, and that's just a D6. That's not even a very real big machine. The reason why it's so expensive is because it's electric. It's fully automated and electric, this thing. So, anyways, that's a whole nother story and everything, but you can put GPS systems on them that will automatically lift the blade up and down and turn the machines and everything to where they're fully automated. There might even be something out there now where you can actually control them from your desk, and basically you input the plans and they go out and cut everything out for you, and you just sit in the desk and watch them and make sure that they're all running good and stuff like that, and that'll be it. No operators or anything. So Now you're still going to need people and operators for different things and stuff, but it's going to be slimmer and slimmer and slimmer, fewer and fewer and fewer as time goes on. But that's what I'm saying. I mean, the technology's here. You need to take advantage of the technology, okay? You need to get rolling, okay? It's important that you get rolling. How do we take advantage of it? Well, the very first thing you need to do is you need to develop a certain kind of mindset for this. If you can't develop the mindset, you need to read some good books to help you develop a mindset. The education out there now is everywhere. You can learn anything you want to learn for free. I mean, it's not even funny. And then you find a good mentor or a few, such as myself and other people, that would be willing to teach you things and show you stuff to get you moving. Okay, that's another part of the key. You need to brainstorm ideas and let them run. Okay, I created this so that way you guys can see kind of what you guys can do too. Really, it's not that hard. So brainstorming ideas, and I have a lot more things that I just can't wait to do. It's just absolutely wonderful. So brainstorming ideas and running with them is important. Create a brand for yourself, okay? When you create a brand, I think I did a video on branding too as well. That's going to help you. You gotta create a brand. You gotta, like this mastering right here, MDC, right? Mastering.com. If you haven't seen my branding video, you need to watch it, or you need to look it up and stuff like that and figure it out. But anyways. You need to change what you need to change in your life. And that is, there's so many important things, but that's another important thing. If you've got a lot of problems and issues in your life that are preventing you from going forward, you're making the wrong decisions, even though you should be making the right decisions, you need to change those things. Whatever it is that you need to do to change the environment that you're in, or who you're hanging around, or what you're doing, or anything like that, sometimes it's just not the right time. It's going to make it a lot more difficult to be positive and think through this stuff if you have all this extra stuff going on up here, okay? You do need to be strong, and you need to be thinking clearly to do this. There's no questions about it, okay? So, change what you need to change in your life. Okay, and then the last thing is you need to just start doing it. A lot of people will, and I've done it too, you watch videos and then you read and then you don't do nothing, and then it just goes on, and before you know it, years go by and nothing ever happens, right? So you need to get started, which that's where people have a problem. You need to start doing things. If you're not going to do anything, then that's the problem. It's real simple. If you want to be a gas station attendant, right? What do? You apply to go be a gas station attendant, and then you become a gas station attendant. If you want to be a pilot, guess what you do? You start reading books, right? You start taking courses. You start working that direction. You get your head in the game to be a pilot. I want to be a pilot, so guess what I'm going to do? You can't be a pilot overnight, okay? You can be a gas station attendant overnight, I'm sure of that, but you're not going to be a pilot overnight. So you're going to have to spend the time, energy, and effort into thinking and developing yourself and studying and all that other stuff to make it happen, okay? If you want to be a physicist, well, you can be a physicist. You can be whatever you want, but you have to start doing. The problem is with a lot of people is it's not instantaneous. It's not happening tomorrow morning. They want to wake up tomorrow morning and bam, it's all ready to go. How can you actually create a life online and create better freedom for yourself and everything, okay? And basically, it's creating digital products. That's the number one thing that you need to be thinking about is digital products, okay? And that could be any kind of digital products. It can be how-to stuff. It could be a how-to on, dogs. It could be dog grooming or how to train dogs, kind of like the dog whisperer, right? And then you can sell them on different places. You can promote them yourself, or you can do an affiliate program, or you can also do on, I think it's called the Udemy, right? Udemy is one wonderful place that You can get a lot of content and stuff like that where people make programs and stuff like that and sell them. And then you also have affiliate marketing, right? Which that means you're going to be selling other people's products and stuff. So that's one thing. Connecting brick and mortar businesses with eBiz. So say you want to help someone sell their house, so you contact some realtors and stuff like that, and then you can actually help them sell that house or market in such a way by using your skills, marketing and stuff like that. Like this video is marketing right now. YouTube, there's a million different ways to make money with YouTube. Blogging is a really good one. It takes more time to be successful with blogging and stuff, but that's why I have right now through this entire video, I have my dictation window open over here and it's recording everything that I'm saying. Okay? And that's one thing that you can help. It's your own content that you can put up on your website. It's your own content. So it's fast content too. So building and buying websites and selling websites, okay? Or making several of your own websites for your own stuff that you're going to be doing, okay? Buying and selling domains, okay? Sometimes having a good domain name can bring in good money. Someone wants that domain name bad enough, they're going to want to pay for it. It's kind of like real estate, except it's digital. You see how much easier it is? Coaching. If you're good at what you do, you can offer coaching. You can offer services to someone else to help them understand things better, and that kind of thing. But you've got to be good at this stuff. You can't be just, you're going to have to spend the time, energy, and effort into this kind of thing, and you need to be kind of up to snuff enough at some of this stuff, okay? How-tos and courses, those are really big. Those seem, the courses have always been and still are a good way to make a fair amount of money, okay? Referraling, okay? Referraling is kind of like connecting the brick and mortar businesses with online businesses and stuff, okay? Freelancing work. There's plenty of places where you can freelance stuff and make some pretty good money at it if you know what you're doing. It's kind of more like trading your time for money, but it's all through digital, through the internet, so it's still not that bad because you can do it from your computer, so you don't have to worry about a whole lot of things. So it depends on how fast you can make this stuff, like a logo or whatever. Anyways, the number one thing to create success is just start doing. And so one thing that I noticed is it's real easy. If you just don't start doing it, nothing will happen. The problem is when you start doing it, you're like, oh, well, what about this? And oh, well, what about that? And I can't do this. And you're going to run into hiccups and problems and issues. I don't care what it is that you do, okay? It doesn't matter. But I can guarantee you one thing. If you pursue an online venture, okay, the rewards are going to be way better off than anything else that you want to try to start, okay? Because you're not going to be trading a specific time for a specific amount. You're going to be trading time, right? Some time for an unlimited amount of rewards, so to speak, because it's exponential, okay? The more content you create, the better. The main reason why I put this together is because there really isn't a whole lot of options. You're going to start a business, you're going to be an employee, or you're going to, be self-employed, and all of those options they suck. They just aren't very good for pretty much everyone. So the thing is if you put your mind to it and start developing different things and ideas, you're going to find out that you're going to get far. You're going to have to develop yourself in such a way to create this new world for yourself.